Is it always hot like this?
Only in the summer.
What's the name of this town?
Walnut Creek.
Hey, look at this. Huh? How's that strike you? She's got 3 boobs. Have you ever seen anything like that?
I've seen that before.
How's that strike you, folks? Pretty weird stuff, huh? Weird, eh?
A mutant? I saw a lot of them around Denver. A whole colony.
That's where this was taken. The Denver DCA camp.
Any still alive?
You kidding? Not anymore.
Saw a funny kind near San Diego sometime last year. Had wings, like a bat.
Was it alive?
Already euthanized it.
In sociology, we saw tapes of a whole lot of them weirdos. The winged kind from down south, the big-headed one they found in Germany, an awful-looking one with sort of cones, like an insect.
See, they're looking all around for the damn creatures.
Makes me feel weird.
The worst of all are those English ones that hid out in the coal mines.
They just found a new kind in Sweden. I was reading about it. They can control mines at a distance, they said. Only a couple of them. The police got there plenty fast.
That's a variation of the New Zealand type. It reads minds. Reading and controlling are 2 different things. When I hear something like that, I'm plenty glad there's the DCA police.
There was a type they found right after the war, in Siberia. Had the ability to control objects, psychokinetic ability.
There was one in San Francisco this month. First in over a year. They thought it was over around here.
They still get 10 or 15,000 of those mutants a year in Detroit.
What kind was this one? The one they found in San Francisco?
Common type. The kind with no toes. Bent over. Big eyes.
This side of the bay wasn't really hit. You never get any of them over here?
No.
Never? You've never had any mutants this side of the bay?
None ever.
Just make sure you get that straight.
Sure, buddy, sure. No offense.
I heard something. Somebody said they saw something up by the Johnson farm that looked like it was one of those.
Shut up.
What's the shortest way to Frisco? Never mind. Say, you know this town pretty good.
What do you want?
I'm looking for the Johnson farm. Here to see him about some litigation. I'm his attorney from the New York Guild. Can you tell me how to get out there? I haven't been through here in a couple of years.
Not bad.
Come on, Chris. Don't you want to play? Ugh, Chris, you don't play fair. it this time? What do you see?
I think he saw something coming again.
He won't be back for a while.
Afternoon. Maybe you folks can help me.
What do you want? Who are you?
Name's Baines. George Baines. Maybe you've heard of me? I own the Pacific Development Corporation. We build all those little bomb-proof houses just outside of town. You know, the little round ones, the ones that you see coming up from the main highway from Lafayette.
Yeah, I know which ones you mean. So, what do you want?
I bought some land up this way. I know it's around this way, someplace this side of the state road. According to the clerk at the county records office, a mile or so this side of the hill over there. But I'm no damn good at reading map.
It's not around here. Nothing for sale around here.
I bought it for myself and my missus, so we could settle down. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not putting up any tracks around here. This is strictly for myself.
Let me see the deed. What are you up to? This deed is for a house 50 miles from here.
50 miles? Oh, no kidding. But the clerk told me.
Clerk, hell, you get back into your car and drive out of here. I don't know what you're after, or what you're here for, but I want you off my land.
No offense, mister. You folks sure are touchy. Take it easy, will you? Look, buddy, I've been driving around this furnace for 5 hours looking for my damn place. Any objection to me using your facilities?
Dave, show him where the bathroom is.
Right here. To your left.
What are you snooping here for? Get out now.
You're under arrest. Put your hands up and call your family. Come on, Johnson, make it snappy.
I got it. You're DCA police. You're here because I have a mutant on the premises.
He got away. Informed Streckner back at the lab. How did he know we were coming?
I don't know. He just knew.
A telepath?
Beats me.
We'll know soon. An APB is out all around here. He can't get past no matter what he can do. Unless he can dematerialize himself.
What'll you do with him if you catch him?
Study him.
Then kill him!
That depends on the lab evaluation. If you could give me more to work on, I could predict better.
We can't tell you anything more. We don't know anything more. He doesn't talk. He never talked to us. Ever!
How old is he?
19.
No communication. In 18 years, there hasn't been any semantic bridge between you. Does he have any contact? Signs? Codes?
He ignores us. He eats here with us. Sometimes he plays when we play. Or sits with us. He's gone days on end. We've never been able to find out what he's doing or where. He sleeps in the barn by himself.
Is he really gold-colored?
Yes, skin, eyes, hair, nails, everything.
And he's large. Well-formed?
He's incredibly beautiful. A god come down to earth. You won't find him. He can do things. Things you have no comprehension of. Powers so far beyond your limited understanding.
You don't think we'll get him? More teams are landing all the time. You've never seen an agency clamp in operation. We've had 60 years to work out all the bugs. If he gets past us, it'll be the first time in...
We got him.
When? How?
He gave himself up. He came to us voluntarily. Look at him. He's like a metal statue. Like some sort of god.
Chris! Why did you come back?
Let's go. I want him taken directly to the lab. Come on, this one may be tough. We've never run up against one like it before. We don't know what the hell it can do.
Well, what have you learned?
Not much. If we don't have him doped out in 48 hours, we'll go ahead with euthanasia. We can't take any chances.
You were thinking about the Tunnus mutants. This is different. Those mutants killed other life forms and took their places. Cost us nearly 60 agents getting rid of them. This is something else.
He's different as hell. This is gonna be tough. 19 years old and still no semantic bridge. Yet he looks fully developed. Mature at 13. A shorter, faster life cycle than ours. But why the mane? All the gold fuzz, like a Roman monument that's been gilded.
You've had a wave shot taken, of course.
His brain pattern has been fully scanned, but it takes time for them to plot it out. We're all running around like lunatics while he just sits there.
Maybe we should keep him alive until we know.
Euthanasia in 48 hours, whether we know or not. I don't like him. He gives me the creeps.
You really think so?
I always think so. This thing lived 19 years with his family. They know what it does, but not how. It knows things.
What kind of things?
Here, shoot him.
You said 48 hours.
Never mind.
Good God. God.
He knew exactly when and where the shots would hit. This is the 5th time. Last time Jameson and I fired together, we both missed.
But even reading minds wouldn't tell him where we were gonna hit. When, maybe.
But not where? Could you have called your own shots?
Not mine. I fired fast, damn near at random.
Random. We'll have to make a test of this. Get the big gun ready. On the double.
This is the first real test. It fires totally at random by a computer.
So nobody knows how it'll fire?
Mind reading won't help him. Not with this thing.
Is that him?
What's the matter?
Why, I expected a thing. My God, he's beautiful. Like a golden statue, like a deity.
He's 19 years old. He's too young for you.
19? Just look at him. I don't believe it.
Pretty boy, isn't he? All right, start it going.
What? You're gonna kill him?
We're going to try.
But he's not a monster. He's not like those others, those hideous things with two heads, or those insects.
What is he, then?
I don't know, but you can't just kill him. It's terrible.
Watch this.
Stop it, for God's sake! You'll destroy him!
Is he a telepath?
No, not a telepath. Those were at random. No prearranged pattern.
What then? What does he have?
He's a good guesser?
He's not guessing. Don't kid yourself, that's the whole point.
No, he's not guessing. He knew. He predicted each strike. I wonder, can he err? Can he make a mistake? Get him out of there. To the euthanasia stage.
You can't do that.
He's too far ahead of us. We can't compete with him. We have to guess at what's going to happen. He knows. For him, it's a sure thing. I don't think it'll help him at euthanasia, though. The whole stage is flooded simultaneously. Instantaneous gas released throughout. Get going! Take him down right away!
Good God. Can't he do anything but run?
I gave orders to have the building isolated. There's no way out. Nobody comes, nobody goes. He's loose here in the building, but he won't get out.
If there's one exit overlooked, he'll know it.
We won't overlook any exit. We got him once. We'll get him again.
From analysis, sir.
Now we know how it thinks. Maybe we can figure out its blind spot. It may be able to outthink us, but that doesn't mean it's invulnerable. It only predicts the future. It can't change it.
How does it think?
It doesn't. It doesn't think at all. Virtually no frontal lobe. It's not a human being. It doesn't use symbols. It's nothing but an animal. I hope to hell this isn't the race to come.
Sure is getting crowded around here.
A mutant is on the loose.
What are the chances that he's able to warp his environment by direct mental effort, with no tools?
I doubt it. The thing has an ability to protect, not to control. It can sure as hell get out of the way, though.
Does he jump between the molecules?
This is serious. We've handled these for 60 years, much longer than you and I have been together. 87 types of deviants, real mutants that can reproduce themselves. This is the 88th. We've been able to handle each of them.
Maybe he's harmless. You always assume a mutant is a menace. He might even be beneficial for the race.
Which race? Not the human race. If we introduce a mutant to keep us going, it'll be mutants, not us, that inherit the Earth. To survive, we've got to cold deck them right from the start.
In other words, we'll know Homo Superior when he comes, by definition. He'll be the one we won't be able to euthanize.
That's about it. Assuming there is a Homo Superior. Maybe there's just Homo Peculiar. Homo with an improved line.
From your description, this thing is more radical than a mere improvement.
This thing has an ability to predict. So far, this thing has an ability to stay alive.
Baines, you're wanted in the lab.
I'm sure you're going to be interested in seeing what the Chief's got dreamed up.
An animal with a single highly developed faculty. Not a superior man. Not a man at all.
They're always afraid that a mutant with superior intellectual powers would come along. A mutant who would be to us what we are to the great apes. Something with a bulging cranium. Telepathic ability.
He acts by reflex. Like a lion. A golden lion. The lion god.
Beast. Blonde beast, you mean?
He runs fast, that's all. No tools. He doesn't build anything or utilize anything outside of himself. He just stands and waits for the right opportunity, and then he runs like hell.
This is worse than anything we've anticipated. To be replaced by an animal. Something that runs and hides. Something without a language. That's why they weren't able to communicate with it.
That means intelligence has failed. We're the last of our line. Like the dinosaur. We've carried intelligence as far as it'll go. Too far, maybe. We've already got to the point where we think so damn much that we can't act.
Men of thought, not men of action. It's begun to have a paralyzing effect.
This thing's faculty works better than ours ever did. We can recall past experiences. At best, we can make shrewd guesses about the future. But we can't be certain. We're only guessing.
Chris Johnson isn't guessing.
He can look ahead, see what's coming. He can pre-think, let's call it that. He can see into the future. Probably doesn't even perceive it as the future.
No. It would seem like the present. He has a broader present. But his present lies ahead, not back. Our present is related to the past, only the past is certain. To us. To him, the future is certain. And he probably doesn't remember the past.
As he develops, as his race evolves, it'll probably expand its ability to pre-think. Instead of 10 minutes, 30 minutes, then an hour, a day, a year. Eventually, they'll be able to keep ahead a whole lifetime. Each one of them will live in a solid, unchanged world. There'll be no variables, no uncertainty, no motion. They won't have anything to fear. Their world will be perfectly static, a solid block of matter.
And when death comes, they'll accept it. There won't be any struggle. To them, it'll already have happened.
Already it happened. To Chris, our shots had already been fired. Superior survival doesn't mean superior man. When we opened the locks, he had already seen the men, seen exactly where they were standing and what they do. A neat faculty, but not a developed mind. A pure physical sense.
But if every exit is covered, he'll see he can't get out. He gave himself up before. He'll give himself up again. An animal, without language, without tools.
With his new sense, he doesn't need anything else. It's after 2. Is the building completely sealed off?
You can't leave. You'll have to stay here all night. Or until we catch the bastard.
I meant Anita. She's supposed to be back at Semantics by 7 in the morning.
I have no control over her. If she wants, she can check out.
I'll stay. I want to be here when he's destroyed. I'll sleep here. General, isn't there some other way? If he's just an animal, couldn't we maybe...
A zoo. Keep it penned up in a zoo. Christ, no. It's gotta be killed.
What do you want? What do you want? Why shouldn't I kill you? Oh, of course. You can see ahead. You know I'm not going to kill you or you wouldn't have come here. Get out of here! You're an animal, a big stupid animal. You can't even understand what I'm saying. You don't even have a language. You're not human. They'll get you. You'll be trapped here. They'll be searching this wing any moment. For God's sake, what do you expect me to do?
Good God, get away! We have things to do.
For my protection? You want me to get you out of here? Past the guards and the police? They'll kill you instantly. You can't run past them. Maybe I could appeal to the chief. I'm Class A, Director Class. I could go directly to the full Directorate. I ought to be able to hold them off. Keep back the euthanasia indefinitely. But you don't gamble. You don't go by odds. You know what's coming. You've seen the cards already. Let's go, while there are still a number of exits to choose from. We can get to my place in an hour. I've got a winter home in Argentina. Worst comes to worst, we can fly there. It's in the backcountry. Jungle and swamps. Away from almost everything.
There he is. Get him.
We'll never get past the exit. We wouldn't get 10 feet. Don't shoot.
Who is she? Who's he got with him? She's Class A. Miss, get out of the way.
Don't shoot. He's in my custody.
No one is supposed to pass. Chief gave orders.
I'm not subject to his authority. Get out of the way. I'm taking him to the Semantics Agency.
He's gone. We'll never get him now.
He's probably 1,000,000 miles from here.
But where can he go? Where can he hide? Nobody will hide him. Everybody knows the law about mutants.
He's lived out in the woods most of his life. He'll hunt. It's what he's always done. They wondered what he was up to when he was off by himself. He was catching game and sleeping under trees. And the first woman he meets will be glad to hide him, as Anita was.
So, all that gold, that mane, that godlike stance, was for something, not just an ornament. He doesn't have just one faculty, he has two. One is new, the newest thing in survival method, precognition. The other is as old as life. Plumage, bright feathers.
He'll never have to worry. He'll get by. As long as human women exist to take care of him. And since he can see ahead into the future, he already knows he's sexually irresistible to human females.
We'll get him. I've had the government declare an emergency. Military and civil police will be looking for him. Armies of men, a whole planet of experts, the most advanced machines and equipment. We'll flush him, sooner or later.
By that time, it won't make any difference. You'll have company, sweetheart. You won't be the only one. You're just the first of a long procession.
Oh, thanks a lot.
The oldest survival method in the newest, combined to form one perfectly adapted animal. How the hell are we gonna stop him? We could put you through a sterilization tank. We can't pick them all up. All the women he meets along the way.
We'll have to keep trying. Round up as many as we can before they can spawn. Maybe his characteristics are recessive. Maybe ours will cancel his out.
I wouldn't lay any money on that. I think I already know which two strains are going to turn up dominant. I mean, I'm making a good guess. It won't be us.